Let's be honest, most people got their skills from Indian YouTubers. From coding to changing your computer's wallpaper, we are your go-to source. So if you're here to level up your career, you're at the right place.
What are your salary expectations? Is one of those questions you'll just have to face during the job interview process at some point. It's a tricky question, right? If you ask for too little, you might regret it later. But if you ask for too much,
Look, a year's salary right here.
you risk pricing yourself out of the job. So it's natural that this question can make us feel a bit uncomfortable. In this video, we will show you 4 tried and tested strategies to answer this question without any awkwardness. But before we dive into those strategies, let's talk about what you should do to prepare even before the interview. Before you go to an interview, make sure that you do some research. Find out about the industry trends, salaries for the career level you are applying for, the company size, and your location. Your skills and experiences are your bargaining chips. Think about your skills, years of experience, and previous professional achievements. Knowing your worth will help you be more confident and can be used as leverage in the potential salary negotiations. Consider the whole compensation package. You might be willing to lower your salary expectations in exchange for other benefits like sick days, maternity leave, or health insurance. Now, let's look at the 4 strategies you should use in your next interview. Strategy number 1 is to answer by providing a range instead of saying a specific number. Let's say you want a salary between $80,000 and $95,000. It's better to say your range is between $85,000 and $100,000. This way, you have a higher chance of leaving the job interview satisfied. Also, remember that hiring managers usually tend to aim for the lower end of your scale. So make sure the number you had in mind at first is at the bottom of the range that you give them. Strategy number 2 is to flip the question. Stating your ideal pay is a tricky position to be in because you don't really know what they want to hear. This means you should try and ask the question back to them to find out what their budget is for the role. If you are satisfied with the answer, you can simply confirm that your expectations are within the budget or share your range at that point. And if the answer is slightly lower than you wanted, you should express that too. Restate the value you offer. Clearly share your expectations and show you are open to finding a way to meet both sides' expectations. For example, you can say that even though your expectations were higher, you're still considering the position if the rest of the compensation package is interesting. Strategy number 3 is to delay answering. Let's say you don't exactly know the range. For example, you can say that even though your expectations were higher, you're still considering the position if the rest of the compensation package is interesting. Strategy number 3 is to delay answering. Let's say you don't exactly know the range you want to ask for and you are also not quite sure about the details of the job. What now? You want to express your interest in the job and say that though you are interested in the position, you need to know more details about your job responsibilities, the company's expectations, and possible other benefits to commit to a specific salary. This can give you some time to think about your response. Lastly, if you already spoke about the expectations of both sides, you might be pressured to say a specific number.
The best number. By the way, there's only one correct answer.
By now, you should have a good idea of the range so your answer won't be totally random. Just make sure to once again back up your answer by mentioning what you bring to the table. So yes, these 4 strategies should make it easier to answer questions about your salary expectations. But if you're still worried about things going wrong, let's look at some common mistakes to avoid during an interview. The first mistake is coming without an answer. Even though we talked about delaying an answer, you should have at least some answer ready with you. It puts you at a disadvantage and makes you look unprofessional if you don't have this prepared. Another mistake is asking for too little or too much. During an interview, you should be confident and trust your abilities, but also be realistic. Your research before the interview should help you come at a reasonable range and your own desired salary as well. Additionally, don't forget to mention your flexibility. You should always show that you are open and flexible. This helps both sides feel like there is room for negotiation. So when you do mention your salary range, ensure you demonstrate you are open and flexible to come upon an agreeable number. And lastly, don't offer a range that is too broad. Find a compact range. If you say your range is between $65,000 and $120,000, you will look like you have no idea what you're talking about. A 10 to 20% span should be enough. So yes, avoiding these common mistakes and using the 4 strategies mentioned in the video should make answering the question of salary expectations a bit simpler. If you want to learn more, look at our channel for more videos. Let us know in the comments if you have used any of these strategies in a job interview. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Good luck.